name is Owen, and I'm attempting to do something that is ill-advised, which is to make two four items that are for sale demonstration videos at the same time. And that's dumb of me. But here we go. Both of these things are on sale on Reverb right this second. So this video is a threefold video. One, to show the people who might want to buy this Peavey Vortex 1 from the mid-1980s, that it is in fully functional and generally good condition. And then two, to show anybody who might be thinking about, show the many people who are thinking about buying this Sovtek Mig60 amplifier, that it is also in functional and generally good condition. The Sovtek has not been even on for probably 5 months or so. I just haven't been using it much. I'm not mad at it, but that's just... I've been playing things, gentle, pretty things with built-in reverb. So I haven't been using it a good deal. But yay! The power that comes on. Yay! Also, another reason why this video is ill-conceived is because I don't know where my tripod is to put this phone. Okay, well, that's like a decent and stable place for the phone. But you can't really see the amps. Okay, all right. Decent view, but precarious. I'm not trying to convince anybody that... I'll talk about the Sovtek. I've had it for 3 years, maybe 4. I've had exactly 0 issues with it in the 4 years of my ownership. I cannot tell you anything about its service history. I have not looked inside the amp. It just sounds exactly like I want it to sound, and has given me no problems. It is being sold as is. It is being sold as is, like all the other amps I sell. But when I sell an amp, if I have service history in it, or oftentimes I will have had it fully serviced, I'll tell you and provide receipts. This is just not one of those times. So here we go. The master's all the way down. Preamp's at 9 o'clock. Turn the master up to also 3 o'clock. Presence, bass, middle, and treble are all at noon. I'm on the bridge pickup of the Vortex. This is my first locking tremolo guitar experience, and I'm really learning that you don't fucking lock the tremolo until you got your strings stretched. Right now, it feels a little bassy. Oh, there we go. We're tuned to E flat on the guitar, and we're on the bridge pickup. Like I said, we are in the high gain input of the Sovtek. 9x15 cab right this second if you care. The cab has a an Electro Voice like Force 15 in it. You may hear a slight clicking noise right now. That is coming from, I'll show you so you believe me. Hear that? It's basically they hook the power up to I'm in a self-storage unit, and they hook the power up to what is essentially an egg timer. You can sort of trick it into turning the egg timer off if you kind of touch it just right, but whenever you play anything with enough low end, it clicks back on. Anyway, I pumped the preamp up to, let's just say noon, proper noon. Master is still down. I mean, it's pretty loud in the room right now, so I'm going to keep that master at like 9, which is like 9 p.m., which is like, it's probably at like 2 on the master. Gain is up to, I don't know, like 8 out of 10, or preamp is on like 8 out of 10 now. Sounds like a fucking loaf of hot beef through this 15-inch speaker, just for shits and gigs. Preamp's dimed. Until right then. It was just feeling super woofy. Oh, I was on the neck pickup. Now bass is kind of rolled off to like, I don't know, 1, mids are up, trebles up a little bit, master's still at like 2, preamps. That was at the master at, let's say 3. I don't really feel like hurting myself right this second, but that's the master dimed, and amps at noon. That's what it wants. It wants to take the fuck off, that's for sure. Low input. For what it's worth. For what it's worth, I really edge of Breakup, pedal platform kind of thing. Rightly so, the high gain input gets a lot of love, but the low input is super useful if you're doing it becomes an entirely different amp if you don't feel like using the onboard gain. I had a good question come in from somebody about why there is a hole next to this power switch. If you can see around the edge right there, you got the residue of a sticker. That hole is not a mod, but in this, on some of the MiG60s, I believe the earlier ones, the chassis had that hole drilled in them. They should not have had that hole drilled in them. And the factory was like, fuck, what are we going to do about that hole that shouldn't be there? We really don't want to have to remake all of the chassis. So they just covered it with a square picture of a music note. And so you will see MiG60s with a little sticker of a music note that seems kind of out of place. And that's because it is out of place. They were just covering up a fuck up hole. Mine came to me without the music note, and that's what the hole's about. I guess like a little, like it looks like a fucking it looks like a Sovtek that's been totally used, but is like complete, not in shreds. This has not been dusted or cleaned or anything. This is just kind of how it lives. It's being itself, and there we go, I guess. If you are here to watch, if you're here to learn a little bit about it just didn't work out, the whole try and do two things. I'm already at like 12 minutes. Like I'm a real asshole if I post this as the sort of sales demonstration of the Peavey Vortex, and maybe I'll put it in the comment, like skip to 13 minutes if you want to learn more about the guitar. The guitar is fucking sick. It rules. It's hilarious. I bought it because it showed up local to me, and I've always wanted one because this era of Peavey is something that I generally like on principle. So I wanted to try it out. Here's just like a closer look at it. It is comfortable. Something that is pleasant that I did not expect is that the neck is a little like, I was about to call it a beefcake, which is not accurate. It's just like a very full and comfortable neck, and it's a good deal more substantial. If you are familiar with the Peavey T60 necks, this is definitely more full and a deeper neck than the T60s. The T60s are thinner. Width across like the width of the frets itself feels comparable. It's got a micro tilt adjustment. Came stock with a Kaler. I said earlier that I don't have experience with Kalers or Floyds for that matter, but I'm not a moron, and I would be able to tell if there were any pieces missing in this Kaler, on this Kaler. There are not any pieces of this missing from the Kaler. All the fine tuners are there. All the adjustment screws for the saddles in every single direction in the whole wide world. All of the locking nut. Like everything's there. It works like it should. Now my phone just says like it can't record audio.